Hello everyone, and welcome. So let's look into this. Has the Queen lost her marbles? And has she lost her marbles? Has she become a little bit dotty? Because it seems like I predicted, it's not happened yet. Okay, just remember that this has not happened yet. That when the Sussexes come to the UK for this Commonwealth Westminster Abbey event, the Queen is enticing them with a gift. You know, they have said, you know, UK people are all racist. They've said that UK people are toxic. That I felt crushed, my soul was being crushed, and that's why I'm running away. I'm running away to Canada. So, I mean, would that be your kind of response, to offer a gift? And it's not happened yet, okay, it's not happened yet, but I predict because this is in a month's time, because it's the 11th of the 11th, let's get the dates right here. It's the 11th of February now, so we're talking the 9th of March when they come over to Westminster Abbey. This Westminster Commonwealth ceremony, whatever it is, sermon. Anyway, so whatever it is, that they're going to come, but the Queen is going to offer an olive branch to entice them back with another gift. And that's kind of reward. What is that doing? I mean, is this how they treat their spoilt brat children in the royal family? Because it's like, well, you know, you called us toxic, you called us racist, so what I'm going to do is give you a gift. And not only that, does the Queen actually, maybe she's in agreement that the UK is not a great place, because otherwise why would she give them a gift unless she has lost her marbles? So I was just thinking about this, and I thought, well, what would you do as a parent? Because I certainly would not give my child a gift for behaving badly. Would you? Just saying. Anyway, is she losing her marbles? Is she losing her marbles or does she just treat all the royals like some spoilt brats? You know, Harry gets what Harry wants, and so does Meghan, because Meghan is Harry's wife, so Meghan gets what she wants. Oh, let's pull out some cards. Is she lost her marbles? She just wants everybody to be happy. The Queen just wants everyone to be happy. The Sun card. Happiness all around, and lovely harmony all around, and watching everybody smile, and giving people gifts and watching them smile. This is what this is, okay? It's just to bring happiness. You see, I don't feel, what I'm picking up here, I don't feel that the Queen or the royal family see it like us ordinary people do. If our child did this, certainly you'd want to sit down and say, well, what's making you think this way? And you kind of want to sit down and actually say, what have we done to make you feel this, and can we resolve this? That's what you possibly do. But I don't feel that, I feel they do think like that in a certain way, but that's not working, is it? Because they're spoilt. You know, they're spoilt, they're ruined children. And this is what happens when they get older. You know, so here we are, this spoilt child on this horse, basically. Yeah, I feel the Queen just wants happiness, smiles, everybody happy, her family to be all happy around her. And she wants to restore the peace. She wants to restore the peace. She wants to restore the harmony with the Fertile card. And the Fertile card, this depicts wanting to have deep peace within her family and happiness and peace. I mean, who doesn't want this within their family? And restore this harmony. So the way to do that is create happiness. Is to create happiness. So as I predicted, I feel that she will give them a gift. It may be another property. It may be another property. We'll see. You know, we'll see if this prediction comes true. She just wants, you know, she's going to offer them. I get here a property. She's going to offer them a property where they can come and stay in the UK, where they will feel it's out in the countryside somewhere. It's either no, I feel the Queen is going to offer them a gift to kind of entice them back to the UK. So as she lost her marbles, well, she hopes, okay, well, it's all about her family and Star card. She hopes to get her family back together. And I feel most of us want to do this, don't we? We all are a little bit soft, and we do lose our marbles sometimes with our children. We do, but we have the Fool card here. The Fool card. I don't feel that she is thinking in terms of Meghan. She is thinking in terms of Harry, looking like an amazing grandmother before she dies. That he you know, that it may be that he will have regrets when she dies, and that maybe he will actually regret doing what he did when he gets a little bit older, maybe in 10 years time, regret what he does, and that he will feel like the Fool. So I think this is a little bit more she's thinking when she goes, she wants the royal family to be intact before she dies. And that's her wish. I want this family back together before I die, so I feel I can pass away in peace. I get a property in a really beautiful secluded location in the UK. I see lots of like tall trees hiding this property from view. I get that. It may not be that. It may be patronages. I'm sure they don't want any more patronages. They're not royal anymore, are they? Or they've stepped out until the springtime. So maybe she will entice them back and hope they will come back until there's that final decision that you're out of the royal family, because I think there's a little bit of a cooling off thing here going on. There's a cooling off thing. Let's not be too hasty. Let's not take this. Let's not jump or leap into this too quickly, and we'll finalise this later down the road. And she's chosen the springtime. So there is that, like, bringing them back to the Commonwealth to talk about this. And while they're talking about this future of them stepping out of the royal family, because they've not spoken to the Queen or anyone in the royal family since they made that statement. So the royal family want to tie this up. So I think she's going to do this quite clever. She is going to say, let's sit down, because she knows that Harry loves her, his grandma, and she's going to say, well, I want to gift you for your anniversary or something like that, maybe an anniversary gift, for you and your family, a lovely house, property, or yeah, it could be land or something like that. But before, you know, I would like to give you this gift, and Harry will go, wow, thank you very much, Grandma. And then what will happen? I feel that the Queen will get very serious. She'll call their bluff, try to call their bluff, and say, well, come on, you know, we need to sit down and talk about the legalities of leaving the royal family. And there's like mounds and mounds of paperwork and contracts and also very kind of regal kind of papers with the royal stamp on and wax stamp, and it can be a bit daunting, especially for somebody like Meghan, to be in a kind of observation of that. So the Queen is handing them an olive branch at the same time, showing the seriousness of what you're doing here by making them sit down and go through all these contracts and paperwork and bonds, and you know, to sign off their name off anything that is anything to do with the royals, and make Harry see his position is very important. He's the fool here at the moment. Well, he is the fool, isn't he? He is the fool. He is the fool. I don't feel he sees that yet. So the Queen is going to very cleverly get them to sit down and go through these royal papers and you know, and documentation. I don't know what they're called. I'm not very royal savvy, but you know, they look huge kind of paper spreading right across the table with handwritten things on them. May even be very old too. So it's kind of putting this all on this big table and showing them, well, you've decided you want to sign away this this privilege, so we're just, and the Queen is just going to show how important it is, and you know, how reckless Harry is to actually throw this important thing away. Yeah, wow. So is she losing her marbles? Well, it doesn't look like it, does it? It doesn't look like it. So they are still, even after seeing these papers and coming back to the UK and this gift and all of this, they're still going to walk away. Harry is still going to walk away from the royal family, even after all. I think things have gone too far with the royal family, and we have the Fool card. Let's not forget that. And what I mean by the Fool card, Harry's been a fool, but I think there's been a lot of people who have been foolish in this situation. Over the years, Harry has been treated like the fool. Over the years, and he doesn't forget that. He's just using this opportunity of Meghan, really. Meghan, in fact, he's possibly riding the back of Meghan to get out of the royal family. Has anybody thought of that? because that could be the case. He's using somebody like Meghan to actually get himself out. So he's walking away anyway because he's sick of being treated like the clown and the fool by most of the royal family and the aristocrats. They've treated him like an idiot ever since he was like 5 years old. So we have the Lord here, and I would say the Lord is Prince Charles. The Lord is Prince Charles. Prince Charles is to blame for all of this. I don't feel that he forgets that his father said to him when he was very young, you're not even my son, you know, kind of thing. That's going to hurt a child, isn't it? That is going to hurt a child. So the next card here, it's Prince Charles's fault. All of this, going way back. So I get here the Six of Swords. So this is Harry and Meghan moving over water. Well, they're not going literally over water. It's just that these medieval cars, and in those days they didn't have aircraft and modern ships and things like that. So they are moving on and moving out, and also moving overseas with the Six of Swords. Well, whatever Prince Charles did, we don't know what he did in private, but I get a lot of taunting. You see, I do also get that Prince Charles was bullied as a child, and he was bullied at these boarding schools. So he actually transferred this onto Harry, the way that he was treated as a child. He didn't do it to William because William was going to be the future king. But there are also questions if Harry is actually Charles' son. And I picked up, and I've done a reading on that, I don't feel that he is Charles' son. I think he's that Major Hewitt's son, and a lot of people say, well, that's rubbish. But if you look at his nose and his mouth, they're very similar to James Hewitt. But everybody to their own. Wow, this is like, the Queen cannot fix this. The Queen cannot fix this. She's handed another olive branch, another gift, to bring the harmony back, but there's no way that she's going to get this harmony back. It's a lifelong thing that Charles has done. And let's not forget, he murdered Harry's mother. He murdered Harry's mother. I picked that up too. I'm not going to, and this is Patreon, he murdered Harry's mother. So there's a big rift here, massive rift with his father, and with William now, because he's very. The thing is now, because of what he's observed by his father, and how the royal family treated Diana, and now treating his mother like this. He's very anti-royal. He's very anti-royal, and he's never wanted to be in this family because of what's behind the scenes. It's all right we say, I don't want to be a prince. I want to be a normal person. There's more to it than that. Okay. Harry is not Charles's son, and he's not a royal. He's not a royal, and he doesn't want to be a royal. I don't want to be a royal. I know that I'm not your son, so they can't stop him. He does not have any royal blood apart from Diana. They've just treated him like a son. And then there was this the hidden Prince Harry, the real Prince Harry that was swapped because of this debacle with Major Hewitt. If there was this alleged swap, then he isn't his son, is he? And he's been treated like the clown of the family because of this. So I get the Tower and this destruction, and the Tower is the royal family crumbling. This is going to cause damage to the royal family, and it is causing damage to the royal family. People can't believe why would their son give up his royal titles? Why on earth would he do that? Surely, all these things. Because we have the devil here, and you're not going to agree with this, but this is what's coming through. There has been some devilment here, some satanic kind of work, and I feel this is this illicit affairs. This is an illicit affair between Camilla and Charles, and things that shouldn't have been done, which were evil. And I would say this is also the assassination of Diana, his mother. So this is, I feel this is going to, well, I don't know, I'd have to do a reading on that. Is this actually going to come out one day about Diana? It's all hidden, it's all shrouded in secrecy. Whoever is willing to speak about this will be ordered to be killed. And we've got one person here who is Meghan, who would be willing to talk about this. And I feel she's been edging to write a book about this for a long time. She's putting that, she's banking that. I mean, what a person to bring into the royal family if they want to keep this secret. But did Harry choose this woman purposely to annoy the royal family? Did Harry choose this woman who was not appropriate to be royal on purpose? I think I will do a reading on that, guys, next. Did Harry choose this woman on purpose to actually annoy the royal family and go against the grain because he's not Charles' son? Okay, so looking at this reading, the Queen has not lost her marbles. She just wants to bring her family together. She sees Harry as family. There's also compensation of what they did to his mother. All these gifts is compensation and guilt of what they did to Diana. And I feel that Harry's not that stupid, and he knows. And I feel that's why he's losing his mind over this. I feel that Harry is losing his mind and insanity over this. And Charles would rather him be in a mental institute to keep him quiet and to stop this. So as I said, pushing Harry to the brink. Do you remember that reading? I think this all ties in with that. Wow. Wow, I didn't expect all this to come out. I'm sorry if this offends you, but I'm just reading the cards. So lots of labyrinth here and inroads. Goodness. Please put your comments down below. Just going to finish off with some oracle cards here. Okay. Let's pull out some oracle cards, whatever they may be, from the divine, from the universe. You see, the universe and the divine would not allow anyone to get away with this. of this assassination without some comeback, without some karma. And we have the Tower here and this devilment. Now this could be Harry and Meghan, the devilment, but it also could be it could be Harry and Meghan are going to cause the Tower. But I feel because there is satanic forces here, not from Harry and Meghan, I feel from Charles, from what he's done. So it also could mean Camilla, that illicit affair, because this devil card also is about illicit affairs. No, it's not Harry. I know what you're saying. Is it Harry having no, he's not. Harry's not having an illicit affair. This goes way deep. Way deep. There's no way, and I know a lot of readers are saying that the royal family are going to protect him and bring him back to the royal family to look after him. Well, would you want to go back to that family after knowing what they've done? The only reason that Harry is having a breakdown is because of what his family's done to him. So let's pull out a card here. Well, this is going to be okay for Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan are going to shine. They are going to have a lot of followers. Because of what happened to Diana. Harry is going to talk about how it affected him. He's not going to say why, but he's going to say, and look what happened at that recent speech. You know, he broke down on that podium, and people said he looked pathetic. But in all honesty, he's trying to tell the world of what's really happened here. That big bank, you know, that bank in America, I forget what it's called, when he went and did that speech, apparently, allegedly, he made a fool of himself. But I think he's trying to tell these very powerful people and the world, look, I went through this because my mother was murdered. And I think if he's going to shine, because whether they are going to, you know, whether Meghan is going to say, look, you're going to have to say something about this to the world so they actually support you. You need to, although he said the paparazzi are at fault here and killed my mother. Who was that guy that did that military flash bomb thing in that tunnel to blind the driver? So get joy and stability, and they're going to be okay. Meghan and Harry are going to shine, and I keep saying this, they're going to do okay. Although they are leaving this family, and to be honest with you, looking at this now after I've read this reading, at first when I first started the reading I thought, how dare you, saying that the royal family and UK are toxic, saying that, you know, you're racist, you're sexist and all this kind of thing, and I felt my soul was being crushed by the royal family. After reading this, I kind of can understand this, and I'm not taking anyone's side here. Yes, so that's the reading. So please put your comments down below. It's a reading. I'm not taking anyone's side. I'm being non-biased. As I said right at the beginning, there's fault on both sides. Right at the beginning, go and rewind, and I said I picked up intuitively that there were faults on both sides. And I'm going to end it there, guys. Thank you for watching. Also, I chose this this title, but if you can think of a title from this that you want this following up from, please mention it. You know, mention it in the comment section and say I would like to follow this up, to find this out, to find that out. Please do, okay? And I'm going to follow this up for patrons. Did Harry choose this wife deliberately? And I'm going to look into that next, okay? Thank you and bye for now.